All right, good day today. What you got?
How good did you specifically this week to work on penalties?
Well, I mean, I don't know if y'all see, we got ACC officials out here every single day. So, I mean, our guys understand the point of emphasis. I mean, but we've been doing that every single day of practice except on Thursday. So we've had them out here. We continue to hold our guys accountable for, what they're doing. Hopefully we'll play smarter on Saturday.
Some guys, I think TJ Thorpe actually on Monday talked about the target circle and getting in there on some days, mistakes and that kind of thing. What does that do to kind of help guys work through that?
That's more of a, that's a deal where we do grades during the week or during the game, and it has to do with effort on the field. And so it just, what it does, it signifies that guys that you're not, when you don't give great effort, you're not just letting yourself down, you're letting everybody down, and everybody's doing work for you. So that's why we do that.
What does Landon being back mean for your offense?
Well, I mean, he's he was a starter, and he's a guy that has the most experience out of anybody up there. So he brings some, hopefully brings some continuity. He's moving around really well and looks good.
How about John? John's getting some reps. John Heck is getting some reps. Do you feel like he's close?
Yeah, I think he's very close. I don't know if he's there yet, but he's pretty close. I mean, we'll know more at the later in the week.
If you guys are fully healthy Saturday, given the experience of some of the reserves, guys that will become reserves again that got some starts, how much further advanced do you think the offensive line would be at this point than you envisioned back in early August? Because of the extra playing time, the extra snaps that some of the guys got.
Well, I mean, you any time that you're getting those twos reps, I mean, you're getting better as a team because, I mean, those guys are going to have to play for you at some point like they already have. Unfortunately for us, it was early in the season when they had to go in and they didn't get, they hadn't had many reps. But, that still makes us better as an entire unit, when those guys are getting reps.
You have a lot of confidence that if something happens, at least you can put someone in that knows what they're doing and been in the fire.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And I mean, I had confidence that those guys knew what they were doing. It's just whether or not they could do it and process it and do it all quickly, But throughout the games, through these 2 or 3 games, the guys have played, they've shown that they can do that, and they're getting better every week. So, as you would expect.
Coach, you talked about your defensive front playing well against the run last weekend. How have they done progressing on passing games?
Well, we still, we got pressure. I mean, we got pressure, and we weren't blitzing a whole lot, so we got pressure with 4 and sometimes 5. So, and I thought that was probably one of the better games that we've played defensive line this year. So, hopefully we'll keep progressing from there.
You had a lot of praise for the defensive backs during training camp. Were you surprised how opponents have been able to pass the ball against you guys so far?
I wouldn't say surprised. I mean, if you have a mental mistake and you just turn a guy loose, it's not hard to complete a pass. I mean, I would say every situation was different. I mean, we've only had probably in this past game we had some big missed assignments. In the other areas, the other games, it wasn't a whole lot of missed assignments, just getting beat.
How did you guys respond to those mental breakdowns and working with those guys?
Well, get the corrections. I mean, we got guys working hard in practice. We've had 2 really good days of guys with their attitudes and the way they're working, and so hopefully they stay focused throughout the week, and then they practice. They're going to play the way they practice.
Elijah described himself yesterday as a hybrid freshman because he feels like he's made a lot of progress through 4 games. What progress have you seen in him through these 4 games?
He gave himself that?
Yeah, he's a hybrid freshman. Man.
Yeah, that's great.
He also said because he was here in the spring. So
a hybrid freshman, I like that. Now, he's made a lot of progress. He really has. I mean, and you see, I mean, just as he's progressed through each week, he's gotten a little bit better, a little more sure of himself out there, more confidence in the way he's running and the way he's doing things. I mean, he's still got a ways to go, but he's doing pretty good for a kid that just came out of high school.
How big a difference is that for a guy that has to hit the hole so quickly or read and figure out what he needs to do from there?
The running part of it is nothing new. I mean, that's a very natural thing. It's all the things that you do without the ball that is the toughest thing in college football for a young running back.
How about pass protection?
Pass protection, carrying out fakes, doing all the little things that you really hadn't had to do as much in high school.
You mentioned it was missed assignments last week before that, so like it was missed tackles. Is it harder to correct sometimes if it's not just one thing? other different things keep popping up every week?
That's kind of the way the game is. I mean, you know, it's if it's the same thing over and over, well, then you got a real problem. You gotta get rid of the problem. You know, I mean, but it's not. And I mean, it's just like when you watch film, you know, on any play. I mean, I wish I could tell you all 11 guys are doing exactly what they're supposed to do on every play, but that doesn't happen very often. You know, and that's what we're striving for as coaches, to get that to happen. But there's, you know, it's the other team's pretty good too, and they're going to make some plays. Even when you're where you're supposed to be, then you still have breakdowns. So, you know, but we're striving to get better every week at having all 11 doing exactly what they're supposed to do.
Given that the defensive line did have a really successful game against Clemson, do you feel better going into the matchup against Virginia Tech knowing that they are a run-heavy offense?
If we keep progressing, yes, I feel better than if we hadn't. You know, so I don't ever really feel good about much. I mean, if y'all hadn't figured that out yet, so. But it's just one less thing that I worry about. You know, I got other things higher on the priority list right now to worry about.
Junior arrived with not a ton of experience, but some raw athleticism. Is he starting to meet his potential in the football field?
Yeah, he really is. I mean, you see him coming into his own. I mean, you know, when he first got here, watching him run around on the field and watch him react to the game, I mean, it was like a guy that'd been playing football for about 2 years. I mean, you know, and now he understands the game. He understands. I mean, you know, the thing that I've always appreciated about Junior is how hard he plays when he's out there, and he gives you great effort. And now he's starting to truly understand the game. You know, so it should be fun to watch him grow.
You good?